Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, خالق السماوات والأرضين ثم الصلاة والسلام على من كان نبيا وآدم البين الماء وتين أجمل الأجملين أكمل الأكملين سيدنا نبينا محمد مصطفى صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وآله وأصحابه وآل بيته أجمعين وبعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وأصحاب سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم صلاة وسلام عليك يا سيدي يا طبيبي يا حبيبي يا رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu, and Ramadan Mubarak to you, our beloved viewers. Welcome to Mufti in the House, your go-to guide for the essentials of Ramadan and fasting. I am Mufti Fareed Jamal Moeeni, your host on this journey of clarity and spiritual discovery as we seek the guidance of esteemed scholars and experts in Islamic jurisprudence. In this series, it's a special series for this month of Ramadan, we dive deep into the divine principles that govern fasting and the principles that make Ramadan a unique and spiritual enriching experience for Muslims worldwide. Join us as we explore the diverse aspects of this blessed month, shedding light on the do's and don'ts and addressing common misconceptions and providing clarity on the teachings that shape the observance of fasting. In this show, we break down the rules and wisdom behind Ramadan in a way that is simple yet profound. So join us as we navigate, as I said, through the do's and don'ts. We debunk myths and get into the heart of what makes fasting during this sacred month so special. And this program, dear viewers, brothers and sisters, is brought to you through the kind courtesy of our CEO, Haji Inshan Ishmael. We make special dua that Allah Almighty bless Haji Saab with health, strength, and long life, and remove his difficulties, elevate his condition, and grant him to be successful in all his endeavors. In our du'as in this blessed month of Ramadan, as we observe the fast, we also make special supplication for the parents of our Haji Saab. May Allah Almighty forgive them, have mercy on them, and grant them Jannatul Firdaus. And likewise, we include all the believing men and believing women who have passed away. May Allah forgive them all, have mercy on them, and grant them a place in Jannah. So dear viewers, brothers and sisters, whether you are new to Ramadan, this may be your first fasting, or you are a seasoned believer, you've been fasting for many years, we are here to make the rulings easy to understand, bringing you closer to the essence of this blessed time. So let's dive into the beauty of Ramadan together on Mufti in the House. So get ready for an enlightening conversation and practical insights that will enhance your Ramadan experience. Our mission here today is to make the wisdom of Islamic jurisprudence accessible to all, fostering a greater understanding of the spiritual significance behind the rituals of Ramadan. So sit back, relax, and let Mufti in the House be your guide to a more profound and fulfilling Ramadan experience. May this journey bring us closer to our faith, or closer to our Lord, Allah Almighty, by strengthening our connection with Him, inshallah. So Bismillah, let's begin the journey of knowledge and reflection. Once more, dear viewers, brothers and sisters, welcome for those who may now be joining us. And dear viewers, welcome to another episode of Mufti in the House. And the first inquiry that we're going to discuss today is by Brother Shabazz Khan. Brother Shabazz Khan, it delves into the use of nicotine patches during fasting. seeking clarity on whether such usage invalidates the fast as Muslims observe the sacred month of Ramadan. Questions about the permissibility of certain practices during fasting arise in this context. So this question addresses a contemporary issue relating to medical interventions and their impact on the validity of a fast or fasting. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Question number 15. What do the scholars of their deen, the religion, and the muftis of the sacred law state regarding the following issue? If someone uses a nicotine patch whilst fasting, will the fast become invalidated? Now, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Al-Jawab bin Awn al-Malik al-Wahhab, Allahumma hadayatul haqqi wa sawab. Using a nicotine patch in the state of fasting does not invalidate the fast. Yes, using a nicotine patch in the state of fasting does not invalidate the fast. And what is a nicotine patch? It is a patch that they place on their skin or arms, etc. And a smoker can still get the nicotine substance that they are addicted to. They use this to help come off the smoking. So this nicotine patch, using it in the state of fasting does not break the fast, because these patches are usually used on the outer body, arm, back or leg, etc. And their effect enters the body through the pores of the body. And something entering the body will only break the fast if it enters through the natural passages of the body, such as the mouth, nose, etc., going down the throat. Whatever enters through the pores of the body will not break the fast. It is mentioned in Fatwa Hindiya, also known as Fatwa al-Maghiri, وَمَا يَدْخُلُ مِن مَسَامِ الْبَدَنِ مِن دُهْنِ لَا يُفْطِرُ. So, what enters through the pores of the body will not break the fast. It is also mentioned in Majmu' al-Anhar, a commentary of Multaqa al-Abrar, لأن الداخل من مسام الغير النافذة لا ينافي. Because apart from the natural passages, the things that enter through the pores will not break the fast. Subhanallah. Also, dear viewers, brothers and sisters, the scholars agree that if one takes a bath and feels the coolness of the water inside their body, their fast is not broken, as the water entered through the pores. Fatwa Shami and Ibn Abidin Shami states in Raddul Mukhtar ala Durul Muhtar, wal مفطر إنما هو داخل من منافذ لاتفاق على أن من اغتسل في ماء فوجد برده في باطنه أنه لا يفطر. The things that break the fast are the things that enter through the natural passages of the body. As far as entering into other than the natural passages, that will not break the fast. Because there is an agreement about the one who bathes and feels the coolness of the water inside his body, the fast is not broken. Subhanallah. وَالْمُفْطِرُ إِنَّمَا هُوَ دَاخِلُ مِنْ مَنَافِذِ كَالْمَدْخَلِ وَالْمَخْرَجِ لَا مِنَ الْمَسَامِ. Whatever enters the natural routes or routes of the body will break the fast, such as entering through the mouth, through the nose, through the anus. What enters through the pores does not break the fast. And Allah Almighty knows best with this regard. Dear beloved viewers, brothers and sisters, O Muslims, the core of the answer asserts that using a nicotine patch during fasting does not invalidate the fast. The explanation hinges on the fact that these patches these patches are typically applied to the outer body, like the arm, back, the leg, and their effects enter, the nicotine effect enters the body through the pores. So crucially, the fast remains valid because substances entering the body through the pores, unlike natural passages such as the mouth, throat, nose, or anus, it do not break the fast here because it's entering through the pores. The scholarly references supporting this stance are the responses cited authoritative sources in Islamic jurisprudence, as I've mentioned. Fatwa Hindiya, known as Fatwa Alamgiri, explicitly states that substances entering through the pores of the body do not break the fast. And this is further affirmed by Ma'jum al-Anhar on the commentary of Multaqa al-Abrar. So emphasizing that substances, dear viewers, brothers and sisters, entering through the pores, apart from natural passages, do not invalidate the fast. Additionally, the response draws parallels with the act of taking a bath. Scholars agree that if someone takes a bath and feels the coolness of the water inside their body, their fast is not broken, as the water entered through the pores. And quotations from Ibn Abidin al-Shami in Radd al-Mukhtar al-Dur al-Muhtar and Fath al-Qadir reinforce the agreement amongst the scholars that substances entering through the natural routes of natural passageway of the body, like the mouth, the nose, the anus, and throat, break the fast, whilst those entering through pores do not break the fast. So dear viewers, brothers and sisters, in conclusion to this question, the answer provides us a thorough explanation rooted in Islamic jurisprudence, subhanAllah, demonstrating the compatibility of using nicotine patches with the act of fasting. The guidance offered caters to the delicate considerations of contemporary practices during Ramadan, and it ensures the Muslims can navigate medical interventions while upholding the sanctity of their fast. So now we have a query, and we will discuss this query. This query is raised by Brother Kabir, and it pertains to the permissibility of using eye drops, air drops, or nose drops while observing fast. The response is crucial during the sacred month of Ramadan. Why? Because when Muslims abstain from various activities, they seek clarity on practices that might affect the validity of their fast. So we move on to question number 16 and the answer, inshallah. And dear viewers, brothers and sisters, the question is as follows. What do the scholars and the muftis of the noble Sharia say regarding the following matter? Is it permissible to use eye drops, is it permissible to use eye drops, air drops, or nose drops while fasting? Al-Jawab bin Awn al-Malik al-Wahhab, Allahumma hadayatul haqqi wa sawab. The answer is with the help of the generous bestower, O Allah, guide to the truth and the right path. It is impermissible to use eye drops or nasal drops while fasting. Yes, according to new research and the science of anatomy, there is a passage between the eyes and the throat. Therefore, using eye drops will invalidate the fast. Likewise, inserting nasal drops into the nose also nullifies the fast, as there is a passage between the nose and the throat, and this is well known. It is from amongst the principles of Hanafi fiqh that if anything reaches the stomach from a passage, the fast will break. So according to new research, dear viewers, brothers and sisters, there is no passage between the ears and the throat. Therefore, placing drops or air drops into the ears does not break the fast on the condition that the eardrum is not perforated, it's not burst. And Allah Almighty knows best. So dear viewers, brothers and sisters, some people may have heard and the both scholars are right, the olden scholars, they said it's permissible to use eye drops, it does not break the fast. And also now you have new studies and the scholars of the opinion that using eye drops breaks the fast, because when we place the eye drops in our eyes, we can feel that liquid in our throat. Yes, it comes down. Sometimes we are crying and we feel the tears in our throat. And when we apply alcohol in our eyes, we can feel those fine stones coming down to our throat. So there is a passage from the eye to the throat. So by applying the eye drops, it will cause certain liquid to go down to the throat, trickle down to the throat. So, dear viewers, brothers and sisters, the response here is rooted in the principles of Hanafi fiqh, categorically addresses the permissibility of using specific drops during Ramadan and fasting. That is during fasting. It begins by emphasizing the impermissibility of using eye drops or nasal drops while fasting. And this is what we discussed. Now, this prohibition is attributed to the existence of a passage between the eyes and the throat, and another passage between the nose and the throat. The understanding is grounded in both traditional Islamic knowledge and contemporary anatomical research. According to the principles of Hanafi's jurisprudence, any substance reaching the stomach through a passage is considered to break the fast. Therefore, dear viewers, brothers and sisters, the conclusion is drawn that using eye or nasal drops, which may reach the throat, would invalidate the fast. However, the response introduces a perspective regarding air drops. It highlights that recent research suggests that there is no direct passage between the ears and the throat. Consequently, placing drops into the air does not break the fast, provided the eardrum is not perforated. Now, this exception showcases the adaptability of Islamic jurisprudence to evolving scientific understanding. In essence, dear viewers, brothers and sisters, this answer aligns with the principles of maintaining the sanctity of fasting while accommodating modern insights. So it reflects the meticulous approach of Islamic scholars in reconciling religious practices with advancement in knowledge. As Muslims navigate the intricacies of fasting, this guidance serves as a valuable resource, providing clarity on the permissibility of using specific drops during the sacred month of Ramadan. And now, dear viewers, brothers and sisters, as we move further, we have an inquiry from Muhammad Owais in Pakistan. And Muhammad Owais, he raises this particular concern regarding the impact of welding smoke on the fast of a welder. Now, given the unique nature of a welder's profession involving exposure, a lot of exposure to smoke, the questioner seeks clarity on whether the inadvertent inhalation of welding smoke would invalidate the fast during Ramadan. Question number 17. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. What do the scholars and the muftis of the deen and the sacred law, Sharia, state regarding the following issue? Excuse me. Will the smoke emitted from welding entering into the mouth or nose of a welder invalidate the fast? Muhammad Owais from Pakistan. Al-Jawab bin Awn al-Malik al-Wahhab, Allahumma hadayatul haqqi wa sawab. And the answer is with only the help of the most generous bestower. O our Lord, Allah Almighty, guide us to the truth and the right path. In the case of the smoke emitted from welding entering the mouth and the nose of a welder by itself, the fast will not break. Those things which one cannot completely avoid, such as the smoke or dust emitting from something, if they enter the mouth of a fasting person without him intentionally doing so, the fast will not break. Allama Haskafi, alayhi rahmah, he writes in Dur al-Muhtar, أو دخل حلقه غبار أو ذباب أو دخان ولو ذكر استحسانا لعدم إمكان التحرز عنه. If dust, a fly, or smoke enter the throat by themselves, then the fast will not break, as it is not possible to avoid this. Furthermore, in Al-Tahtawi's footnotes in Maraq al-Falah, under the text أو دخل خلقه دخان, it is stated, and that which enters the throat, the smoke that enters the throat. It is stated that it is from this that the ruling of the one whose profession and work involves the emittance of smoke is known, and that it is that the fast of such a person will not break if inhaled unintentionally. In Durar al-Ahkam's commentary, Durar al-Hukam, it is mentioned, أو دخل حلقه غبار أو دكان أو دخان أو ذباب ولو كان ذاكرا للصوم لم يفسد صومه. Even if the fasting person remembers he's fasting, for dust, smoke, or a fly to enter the throat will not break the fast. And when this enters the throat, unintentionally it enters the throat, and then you remember you were fasting, this will not break the fast, dear viewers, brothers and sisters. Likewise, it is mentioned in Fatwa al-Maghiri, وَلَوْ دَخَلَ حَلْقَهُ غُبَارُ الطَّاحُونَةِ أَوْ طَعْمُ الْأَدْوِيَّةِ أَوْ غُبَارُ الْحَرْشِ وأشبهه أو دخان أو ما سطع من غبار التراب للريح أو بحوافر الدواب وأشبه ذلك لم يفطره. If the dust from a flour mill, taste of medicine, dust from threshing, and that alike, smoke or dust arising from the hooves of animals, and that alike enter the throat by themselves, then the fast will not be invalidated. Imam Ahmad Raza Khan alayhi rahmah in his fatwa, this is Islamic legal ruling by the name Al-Alam Bihal Al-Bukhur fi As-Siyam. He writes that the texts and commentaries and fatwas which the books of Mazhab revolve around unequivocally state that the smoke or dust which enters the throat or brain by itself will not break the fast, even if the fasting person remembers that he is fasting. And this is conditional upon the fasting person not intentionally having to inhale this smoke. It is also mentioned in another section of Fatwa Radawiyya. In general, the issues of dust and smoke breaking the fast are dependent upon their unintentional inhaling and intentional inhaling. So that's the difference here, unintentional and intentional. In the former case, unintentionally inhaling, the fast will not break, but intentionally inhaling, the fast will be broken. Allah Almighty knows best. So therefore, viewers, brothers and sisters, this response is rooted in the principles of Islamic jurisprudence, unequivocally asserts that the smoke emitted from welding entering the mouth or nose of a welder by itself will not break the fast. The guiding principle is based on the concept that things which are unavoidable, such as smoke or dust, whilst you are working, entering the mouth without intentional effort, do not invalidate, do not break the fast. This understanding aligns with classical Hanafi jurisprudence and is reinforced by references from authoritative texts. Quotations from Allama Haskafi, At-Tahtawi's footnotes on Marakil al-Falah, Ghurar al-Ahkam's commentary, Dur al-Hukam, and Fatwa al-Mughiri collectively affirm that substances like dust, smoke, or a fly entering the throat unintentionally will not nullify the fast. The response provides a comprehensive and a perspective considering the nature of a welder's work and the practical challenges associated with avoiding welding smoke. So there, viewers, brothers and sisters, a summary here. The question delves into specific scenario. The questions that we discussed was specific scenario of a welder exposed to welding smoke during Ramadan, seeking guidance on the impact on fasting, and the answer was grounded in the classical Hanafi fiqh jurisprudence unequivocally states that the inadvertent inhalation of welding smoke will not break the fast. It cites authoritative sources and emphasizes the principles that things entering the body unintentionally do not invalidate the fast. And that is what we must understand. The response provides a practical and reassuring stance for individuals engaged in professions involving unavoidable exposure to certain substances during the sacred month of Ramadan. And dear viewers, brothers and sisters, as we wrap up our session, remember the first question about the nicotine patches. And that which enters the body through the pores does not break the fast. That which enters unintentionally through our nose, to our throat, does not break the fast. But what enters intentionally breaks the fast. May Allah Almighty forgive us, have mercy on us, and grant us tawfiq to learn the deen of Islam and be better. And as we wrap up today's episode, yet another episode of Mufti in the House on your favorite channel for Islamic broadcasting, IBN, the #1 channel for Islamic broadcasting. We hope today that today's discussion have been helpful in navigating the particulars of Ramadan and fasting. Remember, dear viewers, my beloved brothers and sisters, knowledge is a journey, and every step brings us closer to a deeper understanding of our faith. Now let us apply the wisdom shared today to enhance our spiritual connection. As we bid you farewell, may your fast be accepted. May Allah's blessings be with you always. And join us, dear viewers, brothers and sisters, next time for more enlightening conversations. And until then, take care. And may Allah Almighty accept your fast, accept your taraweeh, accept your qiyam, your sadaqah, your zakat, and may He have mercy upon us all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu.